What's up? I'm back for part 2. You know my battery, y'all got to bear with me. Alright, we're gonna do this. I got a lot to cover because I want to talk about the Carson and his shady ass because, well, anyway, yeah. Let me finish this on that one, then let me give you my thoughts. My thoughts on the bullshit that the Carson pulled. Anyway, back to Dalvin. And the last I was talking about was when he was saying that, you know, they are both alike, which I disagree, because what I agree, like I said, that y'all are alike as far as grinding, getting y'all, you know, work done, but as far as, you know, as far as, you know, how y'all each other love each other emotionally and stuff, no, totally different. Because if y'all was alike in that part, y'all still be together. But then he was like, he wanted to make sure, and mind you, Ellie said in her video, she said that was it. She was done. She won't, you know, going back. Well, that don't mean she going back, but he wanted to make it clear that he been talking to her ever since she left. He even talked to her after the video she made. He said, you know, they talked. Actually, his date was September the 13th when he was talking on that video. So that means that he was saying, you know, they actually talked before he made that video. Okay. Ain't no biggie or whatever. I guess he wanted to make it a point to say that, you know, that they still cool, even though they have came to the decision that on his part and her part that, you know, they gonna go their separate ways. And which is for the best, because he ain't gonna change. He is who he is. That's basically what he's saying. He is who he is. And right now, he ain't ready to grow up. Right now, he not ready to, and I feel like, I will say this, and I will say this all the time. I feel like he know Ellie is the one for him, but I think he's scared to fall in love. I think he's scared to take his emotions and his love to that level. Because I don't think he won't. Because I think men think when they, you know, let go, I think they feel like they lose some of their strength. So, you know, he ain't getting ready to do that. Not him. You know, he got to be in total control. So, but and he said he got love. And it's the thing, you know, she didn't want to say his name, and he didn't want to say her name, but my thing is that you didn't want to say her name, but at the end of the video, about 6 minutes, 7 minutes of the video, towards the end, you hollered, you know what I'm saying? It's all about you and her, so I don't understand why you just didn't say her name, but you know, I guess you felt like being that she didn't say yours, you're not gonna say hers. But I didn't get that part. I mean, that was petty. That was just my opinion. I don't even think they were taking it there. That's me. But I didn't understand why neither said either party name when all of YouTube know who's who they talking about. Just say the name. He said they not getting back together because she said he wasn't what she needed him to be. That's what he said now. He wasn't what she needed him to be. And I can understand that, and that makes sense. If you're not gonna be compatible, you're not gonna be passionate, you're not gonna be, you know, concerning, you know, in a way that you should be concerning, then for me, you know, it just ain't gonna work. Of course, you, like I said, you don't know until you know. So you can't just, when you meet somebody, you read offhand, know it ain't gonna work for you and that person. But I feel like for me, back to, okay, the last person I talked to. Now, I knew right off top that I already knew what it was gonna be when I hooked up with dude. But just to say, well, I can't say that because I already knew what it was. But I meet somebody. Okay. On that first date, you gonna know whether you like that person and you want to continue. If you want to continue, then already the chemistry done started. But then next, you want to find out, is he, okay, I like him, so is it worth me investing? That's when you start investing, like, okay, and the feelings start forming. So, you know, she already knew that she liked him, but she had to find out, is it worth investing? That's it. That's all. And it won't what she, like she said, he won't what she needed. Ain't got time for that. She in a different place. She, you know, she in her grown woman space. And he's still in his little, you know, wilding out, little boy space and want to, you know, call that shit that. Let me tell you something, Dalvin. That shit ain't gonna work with no woman unless you find some woman that is totally 100% submissive to all of what you demand. Because ain't no one gonna put up with you going out, hanging out, and thinking you don't supposed to tell. Fuck that shit. Because anytime if a man got to argue with you or act like it's a problem because he tell you where he's stepping out to, then there's some shit with that. That ain't about control. And I'm sure he tried to make it seem like if control, you know. Now, she the one that said he went out and didn't want to tell her where he been or act like it was an issue. So, I'm just going off of that. But I don't understand what the fuck you mean. You damn right. How you figure you gonna get ready to hang out all night and not gonna answer no phone and come in like, hey, everything hunky-dory? That ain't gonna work. I ain't even about to get that shit started. Oh, hell no. Then, you know, it's just like I said before. I think it's a pattern with him because he practically did the same shit with Nicole too. When she started talking about getting friends and meeting new people and stuff, it won't long after she was moving the fuck out and got her own shit. You know what I'm saying? So it seemed like right after the conversation really got serious about her wanting to meet other people and wanted more friends, bam, here it come. They done broke up. So, I think, and see, you know, he got insecurities. You know he ain't gonna want his woman out there hanging out and shit. That bothered him when she was up there in Brazil with the men and that girl. Hell yeah, that bothered him. But he tried to act like it didn't. But yeah, it bothered him. So, he wanted them do as I say, but not as I do. See, he one of them. You can't fuck with them kind of people. Do what I say, not what you do. The fuck you mean? Shit. They go both ways. You know, fuck what you doing. Never mind all that. Because I can go back where the fuck I come from. Understand what I'm saying? So that ain't how it gonna work up in here. I don't give a fuck what you paying. Hello? Hell. Get it right and get it tight. That's all I'm saying. See, he couldn't have never, ever been with somebody that have the strong personality that I have. Because he ain't gonna be, Because I'm a sweet person if you really think about it. But until you try to control me, that's when I got an issue with it. Yeah. That's when I start, bulking. No, you're not. And he was like, it ain't all about the looks and shit like that. It ain't. But most of the time when he was, but he really always talked about that booty. And he was like, that we only get a portion of how people act, how they act. Anyway, I'm going to say them, because that's who we talking about. Them, it ain't people, shit. He said, in which we know is true. Hell, we know they don't act the same on camera as they do behind the camera. But I can tell you this much. You can tell when something ain't right. You definitely can tell when some shit ain't right if you pay close attention. Yeah, so, yeah, you can tell exactly when some shit ain't right. Body language tell it all. Eyes and everything. So, ain't much else left except for, I was going to say verbal, but shit. He can get a little rocky now when he trying to be in control. He said he want to make a better version of him. Well, he want to be totally Mr. Perfect then, huh? He usually... Oh, yeah, he's saying he used to freestyle it and everything, but this time he had to have, notes, which I figure, a lot of this I feel like in some of his comments and stuff, he was mimicking, just piggyback off and stuff that she was saying, And to me, do I think his version is genuine? No, I don't think it. I mean, I think he's genuine about him. They don't want that they gonna go their separate ways. I feel like he's genuine with that. I feel like he's genuine with the fact of saying, as far as saying, they respect, the fact that, what they going through and stuff like that. But I think he genuinely invested, like Ellie was somewhat invested. Cause to him, the way his attitude was on the video was like, hell, I'm over it. It's done, and I'm out. So to me, and I feel like that's too is a cover up. He can get ready to show his real feelings. He can get ready. Then he kept messing with his eyes. Boy, you ain't crying. Stop acting. I understand. Now, don't get me wrong. He miss her. He probably gonna miss her, cause hell, he tell a lie if he say he don't miss her and somebody you been around, and you used to for the length of time that they was together. What was it? About 6 months? It's been 6 months. Either way, it's been over 3 months. Hell, you get used to a person in a month. Or shit. So it ain't easy to be attached to something or someone, and then when it's gone, you miss it. So, that's just natural. And if you don't, you very hard-ass motherfucker now. If somebody can, or you lose some or something, walk out of your life, and you just don't have no type of feelings about them at all, you don't have no type of emotional hurt behind it. Or missing that person. Shit, they telling a lie. Give a fuck. Well, I don't give a fuck if it's niggas that's just doing booty calls. If you been fucking that bitch, and even though it's still just a booty call, nothing but friends with benefits, that's it. I don't give a damn. You not about to sit here and tell me you ain't got some type of feelings. Ain't talking about feeling you ready to get married or you don't fell in love, but you got some type of feeling. It's some type of chemistry there. And when you used to getting it and it's gone, you're not going to tell me you don't miss it. Now, you might hold up, put it this way, you might hold up better than I hold up about the loss. But nigga, don't sit here and tell me it ain't fucking hurting you that I'm not there. That's the part I'm saying. You can walk around with, with that shield all you want. But don't sit here and play me like, you ain't feeling the hurt like I'm feeling hurt. But most niggas perpetrate that fraud. Walk around, oh shit, there ain't nothing but dust off, lint off my chest. That's it, I'm good. It's basically what he's saying, I'm over it. We made a decision. She going her way, I'm going mine. We out. And y'all need to understand there ain't nothing else need to be talked about for. Because I'm moving on to the next step. And which is good. Because like I said, the thing about it is, and I feel like he hurt, but the good thing about it is, it's like this. No, you don't want to sit and milk it. I mean, because when you want to move on and your heart hurt, hell yeah, if you got something else and I'm not saying going into another relationship, because then that would be petty shit, because you ain't ready and she ain't ready. But far as finding other shit to do is about the most therapeutic and quickest way to help get over somebody is that you got something else to do to occupy your mind so you don't continue to stay in that same, scene all the time. That same, memory keep taking you replay. But if you go on and move on, because I understand what he's saying, but, he's still fucked up behind it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I like for a nigga to tell me is, okay, you don't want to be with me and shit like that, but nigga, don't act like it don't hurt you that you gonna miss us. Far as just us being around each other. That's the part I'm saying. Just that part. Me seeing you every day or whatever, we gonna miss that. Not so much as, what you did for me, and it's just you gonna just miss that part. He said he's sorry to let everybody down. You ain't let nobody down. That's your shit. That's what I'm saying. That's your life. You ain't let nobody down. Shit happens. That's where it go down. Shit happens. I mean, now at the end of his video and everything, it's like, oh my God, I'm almost about to damn cry. I mean, because it was really, and I feel like, to me, if I were Ellie, and I saw that last part, 6 minutes and shit part that he put in there, the shit like that would have made you want to just call that motherfucker and be like, oh my God, I want you back. Because it's like, he's just like, he pouring his heart out like, oh wow, I'm reminiscing on this and I'm reminiscing on that. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that would make us females be like, okay, I'll take you back. All right, I'll give you another chance. But don't do it, Ellie. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. Don't you watch that video no more. Take it out of your mind. Find something else to do. Because if it ain't, that's all the devil gonna do is have that little 6-minute part of that video stay in the back of your mind and shit. Keep that tunnel vision. Stay right where you at. But my God, that would be hard. That would be hard. But thinking about what type of person, think about what type of person Dalvin is, in my mind, is the fact that would be loving, and I would appreciate that, because that too would let me know that, you know, well, okay, then he is a little sentimental, emotional about the breakup. Okay, I'm good. But to make that be enough, if he would say, let's get back together, no, because see, the first thing that would keep me away is the fact I'm saying for me, and I know it got to be for her too. She don't want to be with no man that's controlling her. For me, it would be the control. That's all I'm saying. And to being the narcissist, like everything got to be this way, that way. Cause the boys said he was that way too. So, and she said that she said too, he didn't give her she didn't get nothing off in them videos that she was in them videos with him. She didn't get paid nothing. And which I can understand that, because you got to understand, he paying everything. He buying all the food, the groceries. And not saying she didn't buy shit now. She did stuff, but he did the bulk of it. And then, she even agreed that he did sometime randomly or right out of the blue would just cash out for some bread. You know what I'm saying? That cheddar, that cheese, that bag, that ching-ching. You know what I'm saying? That. And I'm pretty sure if he sent anything, I'm pretty sure it won't no little bullshit. Then again, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if he really tight. I don't think he that down tight. I think he blessed her pretty good, because he made bank off of them and them videos. So, because I feel like this right here, he should have gave him some type of compensation, because of the simple fact, what would he have done if she would have said, no, I'd rather not get involved with YouTube. Well, I just rather me and you be in this relationship and I not have no part of YouTube. What would he have done then? You know what I'm saying? So, with her being in it, it bought views, and so shit, I feel like hell. That's the least you can do. I mean, this right here, this your place. This your responsibility to keep up. So, you invited me here. So, hell yeah, give me something. Shit. And I don't think that's being selfish. Shit. I'm pretty sure he made her work. He said, how you watching? I mean, he didn't really and truly, to be honest, he really didn't say nothing. He didn't really put nothing out there. He didn't really explain that. Even Ellie gave more, you know what I'm saying? She gave you more of an idea why they broke up versus than him. Because if we'd have got his video before we got Ellie's video, we'd have still been like, well, damn, what happened? Because he really didn't put nothing out there. He just said, they came to a decision that, you go your way and I go mine. But she kind of she kind of gave you an insight of, why she came to the decision she came to. A lot of shit she didn't like that was going on that, he was doing that she didn't agree with. And he wouldn't stop. So, hey, of course, he didn't get ready to tell that part. No. But he was like, she did meet him at a point in his life where shit was chaos. And I can believe that, because when they first got together, he had just ain't been long. He probably was, what, a week out of that cast from him busting his hand through something. That's something he done. You know what I'm saying? I don't know he did it when he was drunk or when he was mad, but he busted his hand through something, or either something fucked up happened, because he didn't even want to talk about that. And to this day, he ain't explained what happened to his hand. So, they go to tell you, like I said back then, that must have been something foolish that he done that caused his hand to do that. So, you know, he was still wilding. The boys ain't been long left either from the house. I was probably a good month. So, yeah, she came at a time where he was still, like, wired up and shit. And he was still, you know, he Mr. YouTube. And, you know, content. I ain't gonna say that it was all, there's a lot of it was made, I think it made it work was, you know, content. So, and he wanted to say, he said, you know, then he gonna call her big curls. I'm like, what is that all about? Then right after calling her big curls, you show a whole 6-minute part clips of you and her being lovey-dovey. Just say her name. Then they don't hurt you to say Ellie. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that, Dalvin.